Hello gentlemen, welcome back to the Plymouth Argyle career mode. In the previous episode, we did it once again. We have won League One and the virtual trophy. We did the double to send Edwards on his retirement with 2 bits of silverware to his name once again. But now we're in the championship and we need to be a bit serious here. And we're going to start off by talking about the formation. Yes, I've gone rogue. I've gone for a new switch up in the 4-4-2. And this is what the team is looking like so far, with some faces gone from the club, and we'll talk about that and get into it right now, because we have got a whopping 20 million to play with so far throughout this window. Yes, we've still got 2 big players to sell, but the people that have gone is the likes of Pebble, Leach, Azaka, Reynolds and Brian. These players here all want to loan. I did see some people, I have jotted it down on my notes for who to buy and sell. Pebble was the one to sell here, and the same with Freddie Azaka, I believe, or Caleb, one of them too. One of them has to go. And I think Freddie Azaka goes out on loan. But going back to Pebble here, I wanted to sell him, but no one was coming in for him. But a loan spell did, so I'm hoping when he comes back, he'll grow up a little bit more like he already is already, and we can get him for some wedge when he returns. Ashby Hammond did sell him for $500,000. George Ford here. Stanley Rose, a bit of a surprising one as well. Caleb Rose has gone. Has gone as well. I did get confused. I did think I saw both of them. But yeah, Stanley Rose is a bit of a surprising one, to be fair, because I bigged him up last season with the potential to be special. But I think a loan spell will be the best for him. Another surprise one, a Matchy here, 2.6 came in for commentary. I cannot turn that down. I've got to take that money, considering we're quite a small club. Got to go. Mateus Ross, and of course, Ballymummer for 15 million. Of course, he wanted to leave. With 2 of these individuals, one that was a quite surprise is Eric Lira. People wanted to see him go, but I can understand with the money. But Marco Roy's here. Yes, no offers has come in from so far, but we're just going to go with the flow with it and just see how we get on. But going into now the transfer hub, we can show you who we're going to sell. But you can see there when it says he will be going out on loan, just go wait for it to get over the finishing line. So these are the people that a lot of people suggested to potentially buying. Yes, there's no cost delays here, and the reason behind that, ladies and gentlemen, he has actually, unfortunately, by the time he's simulating through the last season, he went to Stuttgart. Yeah, so we can't physically get it, which is a bit frustrating. He was the hero of the last FIFA or EA25, however you want to refer it. Former Schalke crew, but yes, he cannot join this team. Maybe in the future, never say never. But go on to some of these players now: Amas Voskovic, King, Lafont, Miyoko, Pangora. But Daddy there, he looks like a good players individual. His contract's expiring in 10 months' time, so they're actually offering quite cheap. But the player that I'm thinking of bringing in first is a player I found in Stroikans here. Yes, if we're playing this 4-4-2, he's got pace, shooting, passing, dribble, incisive, and technical. Looks like a bit of a good player. Has got a very good bit of potential, but an excellent prospect player. But then there's also 2 other players here. One in Real Nagamura, an unbelievable talent. Has got a rescores of 21 million. I'm hoping we can get him quite cheap. And to be fair, if this was happening in real life, this would not happen. So we've got to take advantage of it whilst on the game. He's got the speed, he's got the shooting, he's got the dribbling. I mean, the quick step, the technical. Cracking player. So much potential at the age of 17. We can really just buy him and make him into a mega star. And then we've got Lewis Marnie. I always add him into any short list that I do with any career mode with these lower tier teams. Very good player, not bad budget, but I think for now, we're going to try and get this Mara Stroikens in the team. If it doesn't go through though, we've got a lot of budget to work with, but I'm hoping we can just send Marco Royce in this deal and see what they say. We're going to go 3 million on Marco Royce. So they want a loss here, but we're not willing to do that much. Can we do 70? God, what do you think we are? Can we do 7 million with a selling course of 20%? And no, they're looking quite lenient on it. I'm going to go my last offer at 8.5. I think that will probably be my last offer, but this would be incredible if we can get him over the line. I don't really want to do... I'll tell you what, I'll be a bit weird here. I'm going to do 8.6. And then maybe add on the selling clause and go 25%. As you know, if I'm going to do that, I'm going to go 8 million. I think that's got to be fair. Surely they can accept that. Are they going to do it? And no. Okay, we're going to do end negotiation on that one, because a lot of our budget will be gone. Fortunately, we can't get this player over the line, which means we're probably going to go in for Budadi here, if I can pronounce it. Buadi, I think I said Buadi. I think he's a good player, and I think, to be honest, with that potential he has got and the market value, I think we'll be daft if we didn't go in for this. I'm just going to shove it in. Straight swap deal. Let's see what they say here. And there you go. So that actually works out a lot better for us if we do like this. Just going to do $500,000 with our player swap, and we get to keep all that money. And we've got someone that's younger and higher overall. And they're still being a bit lenient. We'll just do We'll just do 1 million. I think I'll be fine. Surely they accept that now. But I've got to get used to pronouncing this guy's name. Budadi? I don't know. Alright, they're really leaning it. Right, okay. Stop being idiots here. Let's just accept it. Let's get this deal over the line. Alright, okay, we'll just accept that. Oh my god, are they really over a little bit there? But I suppose they can say that about me. But a good player to bring to the club here. Very nice. First sign of Fargo in Season 2, perhaps. So it looks like Boyadi, I think that's how you pronounce this name. I have to search up Boyadi. There we go. Is going to potentially join the club here. Definitely on a crucial role. 5-year contract. 100%. Let's see that there. Current wage. Okay, straight to financial. And we're just going to offer him... I'm going to offer him 18 because he is in a lower tier. And it's just a little bit higher than his current wage. But if we can get this done, we've still got 18 million to play with. And we have. I think that's incredible business. We've swapped out someone who recently got on a free agent. Incredible player for Plymouth Argyle. But we're getting someone younger, high overall, and has played in top-tier football in the Championship. Welcome, Boadi. Into our next signing now, and we're going to the IX for Yofi Miyoko. I believe I say Miyoko. Pretty unique name, but I mean, he can play everywhere. Centre-back, centre-mid, CDM. We got to try and get him in. I am actually going to try and swap him out for one of these individuals here. I want to keep hold of some of them. Maybe Caleb. I want to do Caleb right here. Let's just do... See what they say. Caleb right here. Why am I saying Caleb? I'm thinking Caleb. I was Callum right. I'm so sorry. But they're not going to reject him anyway. Okay, so that's fine. So, why am I thinking Caleb Roberts there? That's very strange. Alright, so they don't want the player. Let's just go. I want to try and keep as much money as possible. To be honest. I am thinking maybe I could do Roster Clans because he's taking age to convert to a right mid, to be fair. Maybe if I swap him out and then drop that out, because if we're going to get some of these new wingers, I won't mind trying to get rid of him. Maybe they can accept that one. No, okay, so they still want... Our attention to running high, and we really want to get this player, so 3.5, hopefully they'll accept that one, if we can just do money. Okay, that's absolutely fine. 3.75 is absolutely fine for a player who could be very big for us in the near future. Decent player, especially if they're coming from Ajax. So Mokio, I believe that's how you pronounce it. I do apologise if I actually may pronounce this new name. It's going to be on where I'm playing the actual game, concentrating, trying to tell their name, I'll tell you that. But we just got to get used to it, which I will. Over time. But definitely a crucial player, 100%. Mokio looks like an absolute talent. Hopefully 5-year would accept that, and he will. Happy days. Now, before I start anyone, if I get this player over the line, I do want to actually see where I could convert him. Yes, he's a DM and I'm playing a 4-4-2, but if he could play in the centre mid role, could be good. But he can play in the older centre-back role, but 10k a week, and it's going to get accepted. This is fantastic. 2 incredible signings with still a massive budget to play along with here. Let's see where he can actually play on the pitch, apart from CDM. So before we continue on, I just want to show you I did actually sack the scout I did have in getting Liska here, who's a 5-5, and set him out for an English striker who is a target man. That's why I'm a little bit iffy of signing someone yet, but I'm going to try and find someone on the free agents for now that can play up top for Toland. So then if someone comes in, we can get a big talented player and play him beside Toland, because I think Toland proved himself last season. He can still kind of play to this high level. Just have to wait and see if I'm going to be right or not. But let's get into the player we have just signed here. So you can see here we have signed 2 incredible players. It's looking very tasty, isn't it? A very young team we're doing here. But where can he play? So 2 weeks of centre-back, which is fine, and 92. So I'll tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, because we need a new centre-back anyway, I'm actually going to convert him to a centre-back there. I think he'd be pretty good. So we're still in the hunt for a centre mid here. But I think for now we have to, before it gets too late, sign the next big thing in Rio Nagamura here, who is an absolute talent, and Liverpool will let me go in for discussions here. So I'm going to just shove in. We're definitely going to do this individual here, and we're just going to show in 3 million. I mean, this would be funny if they accept this, and no they don't, but still the wages are so low. This is fantastic for us. We've got no position there. Midfielder, can we maybe do Callum Wright, who actually supports Liverpool in real life? That's a bit of a fun fact right there. I mean, ideally, if we could swap some of these players out, that'd be ideal, but no, they just want... Okay, that's fine. Would they do just 4 million? I would definitely take 4 million if we could take it. All right, 4.2, we'll happily accept that. But this is a huge player. This is probably the biggest player we're going to sign in terms of popularity and well, fame, you could say, at this whole episode today. So can we get Rio Nagamura? I mean, this is a joke of a signing, to be fair. I mean, this is getting to the point where it's a little bit unrealistic. Let's be realistic here, but it is what it is. A 5-year as well. He's determined to cook at Plymouth Argyle, which is nice to see. Now, the salary is on a lot of wedge, and to be honest, I am actually going to offer him a big wedge. I'm only going to drop it to 20, though, because hopefully we accept it. It's a lower tier, and they are going to accept it, but I happily pay for this individual. He is the next big thing for Liverpool, and I think for English football, if he continues to play well and get maybe some more game time for Liverpool. But we've actually bought him at Plymouth Argyle. So into our next signing now. Well, potential next signing was on the short list, but he was someone on my radar. Yes, it is this João Costa. Rapid. The age of 21, 74 overall. But as you can see, we might not be able to get over the line due to the fact how much budget and the market value is. But maybe we can get a swap deal in the mix here. Eric Lira maybe could be on the verge here. Maybe we can work and swing something around here. I'm just going to go 4 million and Eric Lira. Maybe we can get something there. No, they just want that there, which is a bit frustrating. Can we maybe work something out here? Now, honestly, I'm looking at these individuals here. I don't really want to get rid of now. I don't want to get rid of Soranola. Maybe I don't think they'll accept this, but you never know. You never know. If we can't get over the line, I mean, that is just the game's the game. Doesn't mean it's over yet. Like I said, we still got the likes of Lira to be sold, so we can get the money to bring in a player like this. But let's see what they say here. Okay, they're actually looking at this. Also, of course, don't remember, sorry, we can get free agents to cover these rows. Would they be willing to do 6.7? This would be incredible. We can get this over the line. 7.2. Can we push it down to 7.7? Can we just do 7? That'll be fantastic. And that's a more realistic offer. Yes, so there we go. Another big player. You can see here with his pace. I mean, he's ridiculous. Unbelievable player. Can we bring him in, though? I mean, I think this will be the last signing of the SLA tournament. Let's get into some games then and try this new kind of... Well, actually, maybe one more. Maybe we'll try and find a free agent striker, to be fair. Crucial role, 100%. Fires to João Costa. And the lease goes to 24 million. We'll happily accept that. There's a lot of wedge if he did want to leave. And I think we'll do... I mean, there's a lot of wedge in the Saudi league, so just dropping down to 17. And it has been accepted. Again, we find a very good winger with Rio Nagamura. This team is looking exciting, but how will it play out in the league? One more sign to go in a free agent row, perhaps. Let's get him. And this so-called free agent striker goes to an individual called Almari Agori here. An important row at the age of 29 over a 69. Be a good rotation when we probably do find someone in the youth academy that will go next to Talaj. He's got a lot of speed, quick step for someone that's 6 foot as well. It's pretty decent. We all know if you get speed, you know, you can get past them. But an easy sign there, but enough signings for this episode now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into our first game of the season in the championship. Try this new formation, new team, and see if we can conquer the championship like we did in League One. So here we go then, our first game, and it is against Preston North End. And this is the time we are going to set out. We have Results as our captain now, and this is going to be the tactics we have played out here. So if we go on to this here, we have gone for short passing because it is a 4-4-2, but this is also the players we've got here. So Talaj is advanced forward. We've got the target on Gori here to head it down to Talaj. We've got the holding ball win in Boadi here. Lira, Costa and Rio Nagamura got the inside forward there. We've got Miyoko and Sus at the back with Donovan, who's got the potential, and Goodison in goal there. So Jack McKenzie as well is in the left back row. And in terms of the bench, we have also got Norman Oseni there. Hassan, Boateng, Abraham, Roy, Soranola, Earthy, Benaris, Watt, and Wiradin. I'm hoping now the keeper does not actually get really injured, because we haven't really got anyone here. I have actually converted Earthy to a run mid, which takes 2 weeks here, so when the class does sell, which I am thinking of doing, because I might be able to get a good 3 or 4 million out of him, I'm hoping so. We've got the rotation there to also improve the rest of the team here. So let's get into this game then. So let's see how this team gets on. Our first game back in the championship, a stronger lineup now. Look at the new signings. Hopefully they can cook for us. Let's see if they do. So here we have it then. Preston North End versus Plymouth Argyle. In terms of the kit numbers, ladies and gentlemen, I haven't really sorted them out yet, but I will off camera. We just want to get into some games considering we are getting there with time. There won't be many games today, ladies and gentlemen, because obviously, of course, I am just trying to sign some players and improve this team, and I don't want to keep you guys too long for the rest of your day. Costa hit. He's resilient. They know how to dribble with the ball, and that's why we brought him in. Lira. Here comes Rio. Rio cutting inside. Rio there, going for the shot. First shot on target for Rio Nagamura. Good chance, though. But I thought I'd change it up here. We normally go for the boat standard 4-3-3. I thought we'd try something different here. Costa does well. Gives it into this Gory here. Talage is making a run inside. Talage! Good save on the front post. And Ivanson does enough. Into the new side now in Markio. McKenzie. Into Rio. So just wrapped on the ball. If anyone's been on my channel for a while, it kind of feels like, just from the first 10 minutes of him really, feels like Rafael Kahn from my Schalke, the academy player, just feels so nimble on the ball. Trying to get an overlapping run there, unlucky. But that's what I want to see from the centre mids, run into them dangerous gaps. Unlucky. Potts, well from Talage there. And we're going to go again here with Rio making a run out wide. And Rio, can he kick off the championship here? And he does! And that's why we signed him. He could get a lot of goals this season. And what a replacement on that left-hand side of a Ballymumba. Rio Nagamura, welcome to Plymouth Argyle. And he strikes it with a good ball at the top end from Talage. Little head down, cuts inside, half volley. Top right corner, Plymouth Argyle ahead to stay in the championship, not get relegated. And the Wayne Rooney. We're back with a bang. So good finish here from Rio Nagamura. Fantastic. Keen on the ball. For Dunstan. That's got to be ours. Now I am also thinking as well, perhaps with McKenzie, trying to get him out for Harry and Mass, another suggested guy that people have suggested to bring in. So we might have a look at that this episode as well. Perhaps, I'm not sure yet. I want to focus on the game. Good pass there. Pass down onto this new Gory here. Good turn it. Unlucky. Indeed. Norwich 1-1 against Bristol City, I believe that is. For Dawson. There's a good ball into McCann. So it's one from Lira. And sadly will be leaving. I'll have to have a look at him really though, because if he can play a really good run that centre mid, perhaps we keep him. But then we've got the likes of Lewis Miley on the shortlist, who's younger as well, got more potential. We'll have to have a look. Gorilla did try to find Costa. Couldn't do it though. Potts. I'm excited to see what this 5-5, I'm running from Rio again, well done. What he brings back from the scout, looking for a target man, and that's what you want with Talage this season. Ball into the box there. Try to header it to the bottom left-hand corner, but unlucky. But a good half with probably our star player, as we expected, like I did say, the biggest sign of this episode in terms of popularity, and Rio Nagamura really tearing up, and there he is there, winning the ball back in the midfield, dribbling, creating space, and a good finish with a good run inside. 1-0 to Plymouth Argyle back in the championship against Preston North End away. Good half so far. So one change going to the second half, and it is Costa goes off for Earthy here. Of course, we've still got him on loan at West Ham, and I did say in season 1 that maybe near the end we want to try and sign him, because he was a brilliant player once he bought him, and he scored a cracking goal for us in the FA Cup runs as well. And I think I took off Costa because the ball's going a lot more to Rio's side. And if we get a Cam on the pitch, maybe he can try and contribute another goal. Wadi there into Lira. That's not a good pass from Lira there. They were a simple pass. They just kind of fall short. We're dancing there. It's not a good ball. Both centre backs going to put out there, and it's going to go in, and it's a chip there. Gunnarsson does get B on the chipperoonie. I think we dragged out both centre backs to be fair, so I've put my hands up a little bit on that one. But I expected one of them just to stay back, but both of them attacked them. Trying to get him out quick with the chip. But he's absolutely perfected it. And it's 1-1. Bit of a freak goal to fair. Both centre-backs, new partnership. Miscommunication it seems, but Gunnarsson does get beaten with the old chipperoo to make it 1-1. Okay, so a bit of a blip there in the second half. Not ideally what we wanted to do. But here comes Rio. He feels so quick on the ball. Try to get it in. side there to 16, but gets locked onto Earthy instead. Talaj couldn't get that. And say Gibson from the Plymouth Argyle player. Good pass through there, and we're going to get caught again here. Inside to McCann now. McCann. And Schultz does enough. Bit of a slip up here in the second half, looking a bit shaky at the back. Into Earthy. Talaj on the ball, and Rio's making another run inside, and Rio trying to fizz it into that left hand side. Unlucky. Righty there, looks like he's going to be on the corners. Swings in, Schultz is good in the air, and a good save from Iverson. And Aseni is going to come on for Gory, I think. Fresh legs up top. Once he potentially goes out on loan. Ball goes into the box there. Into Earthy. Into Schultz. Going for the power shot here. Trying to find the bottom hand corner of the centre-back. And Callum Wright's going to come back into the Plymouth Argyle colours from his loan spell for Lira for a bit more of an attacking threat. So that's the only problem with Mayoko there in that centre-back row. He might not have that aerial battle, considering he's a CDM. But it's something we can definitely grow on him. He's still a young lad. Keen hit. Bit of skill, but Donovan, the guy we saw last season, or one really big signing. Callum Wright. Oh boy, there. And here we go now. Aseni's on the ball. Aseni, can he be the hero today? And he is! 2-1 to Plymouth Argyle. And that's why we have two up top now. Owen Aseni will be going on loan, but makes him the hero today. Getting a late minute winner perhaps for the away end. And Plymouth Argyle, the away side. Good finish there. Boyton's going to come on for Schultz at the back. Good work in play inside. Earthy again involved with an assist. Waited beautifully for him. With Talaj involved as well. The League One boys are start off the championship in good fashion, it seems. So 2-1 potentially ending off this game, and we can just put on defending now and kick off with a away win. That will be a big confidence boost for our second game, hopefully at home, regardless who we play. A little bit of turning here though, isn't it? Tricky feet. McCann. Story into Potts. Very attacking midfield we've got here with Boadi and Panama on the pitch. And here comes Thompson. Trying to get him through here. They get the block. Oh, what a save from Gunnarsson. Mayoko cannot get... Mokio, sorry. There he goes again. Cannot get in front of him. But what a save from Gunnarsson. Incredible save. Ball goes into the box there. Can we get it out? And I think it's gone. Mackenzie plays into Rio. Tricky feet again. Talaj got unlucky there. Probably should have held the ball, but hopefully if we can kind of play it as it is here. I should hopefully blow the whistle, and it is. Plymouth Argyle start off the championship return with a 2-1 win over Preston North End. I don't know who to really give man the match to. I think obviously Rio Nagamura is probably on everyone's mind to give man the match to here. But I'm not too sure, to be fair. I think it probably would be him, but I'm not too... I think I will give him a 3/10 ago. Was involved in a lot of play. I think Earthy had a very good second half as well. But yeah, I would probably give it to Rio Nagamura. Only slightly though. I think everyone just played a part. No one had a really outstanding game except from him. So he gets it today on this 2-1 win. What a way to start off the championship once again. So as you can see here, Caleb Watts has gone as well for 610k. Another player leaves with Owen Aseni doing Kokoshera SC there for a loan. Thank you very much for that late minute goal though. He saved us massively right though. Just going to simulate to our last game of this episode, ladies and gentlemen, against West Ham. Training injury, and oh no, you're kidding me. A challenge day at training today took a turn for the worse with our new signing, Mokio and Mackenzie out injured. I'm hoping it's not going to be a massive one, because that's going to be an absolute shocker considering it's one of our new signings as well. But here we go into our last game though, just due to the fact, ladies and gentlemen, because we've been making some signings today. Got no offers for Lira at the moment, yeah, but we have got an offer here for Benares. I know that eventually you're going to look at Brendan Phil. I can do the job for you to give me the chance. And I was disappointed let me out. I'm definitely going to start Brendan Ware into this game. We need to actually keep a lot of players satisfied because we haven't got the biggest team now, especially with this injury that's just come up upon us now. So hopefully it's not going to be long. 4 weeks here. Okay, what type of injury is a shin injury? And Mackenzie is going to be out for 12 days. So of course we're going to have to rotate the team here today. Is it a home game? Yeah, it is a home game. I was going to say against West Brom, a big team here. But obviously we have got some injuries. So obviously Miyoko is going to go out for Wiradu here. Benares is going to come in, I think, for Lira, and Mackenzie is going to come in for Soranola. Soranola is going to have to play the opposite side, which he can do. But like I said, we've got a weak team, so we're definitely going to be looking at some of the free agents as well the next step for those gentlemen to bring some more players in. We definitely have got to do that. But I think, to be honest, we're just going to keep with this team at the moment. I might maybe... no, I think I'm going to keep it as it is now. But this is it, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully we can make it 2-2 to end off this episode. Let's see how we go. So here we have it in our first home game back in the championship. Kicked it off against Preston Northern with a 2-1 away to them. Hopefully we can get a win in the championship at home to kick off a perfect episode of 100% win ratio. Let's see how we get on though. I just want to clarify as well, off camera, I will be, doing the player growth as well. For example, you can make him more of an inside forward. So it'll be like 2 or 3 weeks and they go high overall. They're all unbalanced at the moment. I just wanted to get into some games for you guys. But here he is again. Rio Nagamo will definitely want to try and get 5-star skills and then gets pushed off the ball there. Instead, the championship's a hard league. But it's not going to be a walk in the park for him all the time. I'll believe that. Into Wallace. Glad he does well. And here comes Rio. Playing it in. And Talaj getting that gap there to over the kick off his championship campaign. Does enough, tries to go for that bottom left. Wasn't the best shot, but the speed was there. I thought I'd try and get the shot, but got quick on the low driven. The only reason I did that because I thought he was going to get challenged, but a good striving runner from our number 9. A lot of people suggested to be a backup for him. I think that will be the case in the near future, but I think for the start of the championship, perhaps if he does well, there's no reason for us to re-drop him. Costa. Into Benares, trying to go for the shot there. Unlucky from Benares. Donovan, unlucky there. After Dyke. Couldn't get it there. Price on the ball. Good hold-up play there. And went from Benares. Still does the job. Well done. Very all-round player. Trying to go for a 1-2 with Taloja. Can we get it back to Gory? He's got speed. That's why we brought him in. But can he get the finish? Oh, and he puts it wide. Just runs a little bit too quick there. And could not get his first goal for the club. The number 10. 2 really good chances so far for Argyle, but we cannot put them away. But I'm liking the 2 up top, to be fair. They're just running off each other. And we've got the options out wide. Just gives that a bit more of attacking option, I feel like, that we didn't have in the 4-3-3. As much as it did brilliantly for us, we've got to kind of change things up. It's been working okay so far. Wallace on the ball. Ball into the box there. Goes and does enough. Well done. Glady, what a pass that is. Well played. Another bit of football here. Donovan, good pass. And Benares is there. Can we get it back to Gory? They didn't expect the reverse pass, and Gory. And Wild Smith there with a good save. Beautiful play from Argyle. Again, we're going to try. I'm going to try and get Talaj on this one. Scoring in, Talaj could get up for there. Talaj! And it's hit the post. But the second follow-up, and Wild Smith again with a good save. Keeper is on fire. Obviously, pipped Gory off on his one-on-one chance. But how are we not 1-up against West Brom? I don't know. Styles. Moat. Johnston. The Donovan. The Sauce does enough. There's a good challenge here from the skipper. And here comes Costa. A little bit of 1-2 action here. Can he find Talaj? Talaj on the ball. And we cannot still get this goal going into the second half, which the ref will blow right now, which he has. We've been the better team. We just have not scored. I think we're getting a bit unlucky. We've had two, I would say, one-on-ones. One definite one. We had the one with, also, of course, Talage, but he low drones it past the keeper. But we had the good chance there with Gory twice now. He's had two good chances, but goalless going to the second half. So, chaps, into the second half. A bit of a gamble from myself here, but I would like to rotate the team as much as possible, considering how early it's in the championship. So, Bradley Abraham and Boytown comes in for Bradley there and Bennett Roos, because I just want to rotate the team. And it's got the, you could say, the experience playing in this team from last season. So they should be able to hopefully work together in that midfield. A little bit comfortable, a bit more defensive as well. Let's see how they get on. Well, from Sorinola does enough. Well played. Where are they? Into Rio. Good play this. Look at this. Or with a good ball at the top as well. And Talage just found a gap. And it just gets back. Well played for that defender. Good play though. Very good play. I'm happy with the play. We just, the end product just needs to be a little bit better going forward. Not what? Marbury there into Johnston. The price. Dyke. Hillcrest. Into Wallace. Good play this. And the man with the grey hairs. Oh yeah, I think he had grey hair on top, to be fair. Very timid play from West Brom here. I think they're happy with the draw, to be fair, how dominated they're getting, but they're keeping the ball a lot here. Well, from where it is. And so I know Nina made a horrid mistake there. But there's enough. Donovan did say he'll get more game time. Back into Gory, who's been a bit of a surprise and good signing for us so far, I feel like. Inside there to Talage. Unlucky. What do I do? Let's do. Pass down there on the knee. Good pass into Costa. Goes for the shot. A good save from Will Smith. Costa with a good strike there. And we still cannot find that goal. Can we get a goal from this corner perhaps? Going into Gory. Cannot still convert there. Frustrating one for Argyle, not getting it in the back of the net. I think it's time to make some proper subs. So, the only change it should happen, if it's not, no, we didn't get the animation, is Rio Nagamura goes off for George Earth. He goes in the left mid row now. So let's see how he gets on there. Good run there from Boytown. Back into Costa. Needs a pass, gets it into Talage. Talage, good hold up play. I don't know what he was doing there, to be fair. Didn't actually want to do that. Gonna go attacking here. I think we'd be a bit disappointed if we can't get a result here. I think we've been very unlucky. We should have got a goal. I did. We don't get the loss though. Like, oh, it's a good ball into the box, but should be Gunnarsson. And come on, see if we can get a goal here. Into Earthy. Into Gory. And Gory's got speed. Can he get back into Talage? Talage is there. Surely there it is. We leave it late again. They doubted him, but Lauren Talage gets the goal late in the 87th minute with his new strike partner so far in Gory. A 1-0 home game, and we deserve this. We've been the better team. We deserved a goal, and it looks like so far we're going to make it 2-2. Good overlap from Talage, just gets the speed. Slides on the floor, gets the goal, and screw it. Callum Wright, who has played in that role before once or twice, goes up top for him. Come on. So there he is, the man and the myth. The legend himself goes off. The goal scorer today does enough. So hopefully we can see this out. And hopefully, you never know, maybe our first clean sheet of the season. You know what? If people wonder as well about the pre-season, I did kind of turn it down because I felt like it was too many games to maybe cover, and also we want to see the actual championship, not them type of games. So I ignored them, and the budget was only like another $1 million to pay on top. It is what it is, but regardless of the matter of the hand now, we go 2-2 in the championship with this new formation and new team. I think that game we deserve more goal, but Lawrence Talage 4 attempts, 1 goal. Again, Earthy comes on, changes the game for us. Started from the left mid row. Gory, what a pickup we found there in the free agent row for potential rotation striker. But for now, a starter. But we'll take it. 1-0 win against West Bromwich Albion. So, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see in the next episode, we are going to be playing Norwich away. I will be eventually swaying back into playing a month per episode, but for now, in the next couple of episodes, we will be just kind of discussing how we're going to get on with the rest of this team. We haven't got them, well, pretty much nearly $500,000 left, but like I said, we're still going to get a bit of budget left when we do sell a bit more players, with the likes of Eric Lira here, who's 5.5, and we've also got McCluss Sand as well as 2 mil. So I'm hoping we can get a nice 7 or 8 million to maybe pick up the odd 1 or 2 more signings that you guys suggest, or I find as well. But this is the team at the moment, gentlemen. If you do want to find some more suggestions for me, please let me know. It's still a bit of a lower, weaker side in terms of, obviously, you know, squad depth, but it's still there. Remember as well, we still got the academy to come back. Be excited to see who they bring back in the next episode. But brilliantly so far in the championship, 2-2 at the moment. Very, very good indeed. But ladies and gentlemen, if you did like this video, please don't subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.